And you have to get the killers, the murderers, and the mentally deranged. You have to get them out. And we should throw Jack Smith out with them, the mentally deranged people. Jack Smith should be considered mentally deranged, and he should be thrown out of the country.
That's Tiny Finger's plan, retribution. But Jack Smith, who had Trump dead to right on both the documents case as well as a January 6th insurrection, before Trump appointee Judge Cannon stepped in to save him, he's going to be okay. Jack Smith's not going anywhere. You see, Trump's just trying to act all manly. But come on, here's a guy who gets spray tanned orange and spends an hour a day on his hair. Donnie's never been a man.
It's not fair.
Hey, a quick note, please subscribe to us here on YouTube. It helps in our mission to mock Tiny Fingers and get this message out to America. Jack Smith is going to be fine, but like most bullies, Trump picks on those who don't have big guns behind them, like immigrants and minorities, and even women.
We control your bodies. It's your body, my choice.
That's Trump's Mar-a-Lago dinner guest, Nick Fuentes. He also said this.
Send the military into these black neighborhoods, make the streets safe, they'll complain about it. It doesn't matter.
We should send in the troops if necessary to restore order.
You see, Trump tolerates this incel because so many in his base are redneck racists. But Trump's attacks themselves aren't political. Trump's going after Liz Cheney, Joe Biden, Chris Wray, Jack Smith, and everyone in between because it's personal. They hurt poor Donnie's feelings. But he can't stop them or me with his threats. So to that end, he's threatening women with jail and children who were born here with deportation.
You've promised to end birthright citizenship on day one. Is that still your plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
The 14th Amendment, though, says that, quote, all persons born in the United States are citizens. Can you get around the 14th Amendment with an executive action?
We're going to have to get a change. We'll maybe have to go back to the people, but we have to end it. We're the only country that has it.
Trump lies like he shit his pants continuously and with a strong, foul odor. In North America, the U.S. and both of our neighbors, Canada and Mexico, if you're born there, you're a citizen. And unrestricted birthright citizenship exists in 10 of the 13 countries in the Caribbean and 10 of the 12 countries in South America as well. But according to Fat Donnie's policy, you know who wouldn't be a citizen? Barron. And Melania and Musk both violated their immigration status. Musk lied about being a student, and Melania lied about being a human being.
It was a horrible, distressing experience.
And after 8 years of his bullshit, he's right. It's all personal. So if we don't have the votes in Congress or even the Supreme Court, let's make it personal, okay? Because that will cause him irreparable harm in the one place he can least afford.
Just this week, it was reported that an illegal alien, and she wrote the most beautiful story you've ever seen. It was a love story about Melania and myself, a love story in People magazine. And that was it.
Trump has no allies other than these idiots.
You know what? So what if he wants to grab pussy? I want to grab pussy.
What is it?
The pussy! Yeah, grab it all while you can. Except I can't talk like that in front of my daughter.
You just did.
Wait a minute. Why are you forcing your lifestyle over on me?
Who's forcing you to be gay?
Joe Biden and his crew.
Joe Biden's forcing you to be gay?
No, not forcing me. Make sure you get that right. I ain't gay and ain't got nothing to do with it, okay?
The J.D. Vances and the Steve Bannons are using Trump like an old mule until he falls over dead.
It's not going to happen like you think it's going to happen.
But at least people like the donkey. Trump, not so much.
I am a registered Republican.
I'm a lifelong Republican. Matter of fact, I have never voted for a Democrat in my entire life.
I've been active all my life as a Republican.
I voted for Donald Trump. Not my proudest moment. I will not be voting for him again.
Voted Republican 2016, but not for Trump. I would not vote for Trump.
And I voted for Donald Trump in 2016 with the hopes that he would truly make America great again.
I grew up in the church. Character and morals and values are big to me and my family. The hardest thing to watch in the last 4 or 5 years with all of this has been the evangelical Christians sell out to this false prophet.
90% of the time, I have no idea what the f*** I'm talking about.
So here's the deal. Let's attack Tiny Fingers by mocking his weak, pathetic attempts to be a man. Do you know how much that bothers him?
There has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman.
Yeah, there has to be some form.
That's a good example of Trump's weakness and ultimately how he is vulnerable.
It's not fair.
Attacking poor pregnant women and threatening them with jail time is pretty rich for a guy who visited Epstein's Island 7 times and has 2 accusations from women who said as young girls that he raped them.
He likes beautiful women, and many of them are on the younger side.
E.T. discovered this footage in our archive, which we provided to CBS News.
Soon. Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years.
Drop your pants. Prove that I'm lying. Prove I didn't see your dick.
Terrible statement, but it's true.
For all of the above reasons, I respectfully decline to answer the questions under the rights and privileges afforded to every citizen.
Trump's pedophile nature actually gets even more disgusting when you see him directed at his own daughter.
I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Oh, it's so weird.
And of course, it had to hurt when Ivanka called him a liar surrounding the 2020 election.
And it was being laid out there, and I told them that it was crazy stuff, and they were wasting their time on that. And it was doing a grave disservice to the country.
That affect your perspective about the election when Attorney General Barr made that statement?
It affected my perspective. I respect Attorney General Barr. So I accepted what he was saying.
All right, so Trump somehow convinced voters he would rescue this economy. But of course, this economy is greater than his economy, as were both Obama and Bush's before him. But what else do you expect a pathetic businessman to say? Someone who declared bankruptcy 6 times? He even bankrupted a casino. How do you do that? That's like falling out of a boat, missing the water. Adam Kinzinger once told me, don't say Trump's a threat to democracy. It makes him feel strong. Instead, mock his weaknesses, his shortcomings. He will implode, and he was right. For example, say Trump has never beaten a man in an election, only 2 women.
It's very simple you're a nasty person.
Now, you and I both know that's a trick, that both Hillary and Harris are formidable adversaries, but Trump won't see that. He will explode. Remember when Marco mocked his small hands and his penile shortcomings? He took the bait.
Look at those hands. Are they small hands? And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee.
His mind is going, sagging like his man titties when he peels off his man girdle, and everyone knows it. It's like Weekend at Bernie's, where they trot around a dead guy as if he's alive and no one notices. But that's just for starters. Fat Donnie is old and he can barely speak without sounding like he played in the NFL for 30 years.
Did you just see Maduro, Venezuela? We see this spirit in the men and women whose selfless is it? We have made America strong again. The Hamas terrorist invasion. When they gaze upon Yosemites. You know, we just set another sock rocket.
And Trump smells. Close associates in the White House say he has uncontrolled flatulence.
Everybody's laughing at America.
Yeah, I know. The 2024 election has left America uncertain and worried about our future. But one thing we must hold on to is our wits and a sense of humor. Because if there's one thing that Trump truly hates, it's to be made fun of.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Oh, Donnie, I think you're in love.
I could keep a secret, bro. My lips stay shut.
Hail Trump!
Damn right.
This is not a normal election.
Whether the women like it or not.
Suck my fat one.
This isn't their Republican Party anymore!
Trust me.
Shut the fuck up, Dan.
Who's with me? Oh, yeah, the lie.
Indictable.
Out of sheer morbid curiosity, I'm allowing this freak show to continue.
I don't want to talk about this stuff. Am I wrong?
Yes.
Tick-tock!
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.